Take a look, it's in a book, Reading Rainbow. That's right, LeVar Burton is in the house. But don't take my word for it. This is Media Beat.
Look, things change.
Anyone with a camera and a computer is a good idea.
Pay attention to
where
where
we all do may evolve.
LeVar Burton, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
So tell us, how did you first get involved with Reading Rainbow in 1983, was it?
The producers of Reading Rainbow and creators were looking for a host, and I had already done a season or two of Rebop, a public television series for kids out of WGBH in Boston. And I was actually moving through New York. I was on my way, I think, to Africa, and they saw me on a Live at 5 interview with Sue Simmons. Remember Sue Simmons?
Oh yeah,
right?
Local news
right?
anchor.
And you didn't come to New York without sitting down with Sue Simmons on Live at 5. And they saw me and they tracked me down before I left town and talked to me about the show. They pitched the idea and I thought, this is a no-brainer. A half an hour of television in the summer to get the attention of kids where they are, where they're hanging out, and then bring them back to literature. I'm in.
Do you think that Reading Rainbow in that same form could work today?
Well, not in the same form, because television was the medium and the technology of its time in the 80s and 90s. But this is, better than I do. This is the digital native generation, and they consume most of their screen time on mobile devices. That's where we want to be. If you want to be where they are, you've got to be on a mobile device.
And you said that you do not think books in the printed form will be around in 100 years.
I don't know what the time frame is, but I do know that at some point, cutting down trees to make books is not sustainable. It's just one of those things we're going to have to get over ourselves about, right? Like oil consumption. It's just not sustainable. So we're looking at a future, whenever it comes, where we're going to consume most of the reading that we do on some sort of electronic device or another. We will still have printed books. They'll never go away. I think our emotional attachment to them is too strong. What it will do, I believe, though, is make the books that we own more valuable to us, more precious, right? But tablet devices and electronic reading machinery, pads, whatever you want to call them, they're what's up.
Before the interview, I saw Jimmy Fallon's tribute to Reading Rainbow, which is, if you haven't seen it, Google it.
I love Jimmy. I
It's so
love him.
great,
Yeah.
where he does the theme as Jim Morrison from The Doors.
From The Doors.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
So other than that,
Yeah.
what's the best or strangest story you've heard about someone and their association with Reading Rainbow?
If you cruise around YouTube, there are a lot of different versions, homages to the Reading Rainbow theme song, done in every style and musical genre imaginable.
Butterfly in the sky.
I can go twice as high.
Take a look, it's in a book.
A reading rainbow.
I can go anywhere.
Friends to know and ways to grow.
A reading rainbow, reading rainbow.
Reading rainbow.
There's an ownership. People feel like Reading Rainbow is theirs, right? And so you get the sublime and sometimes the ridiculous.